guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new, welcome, and for those of you who are returning, welcome back. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel, as I do a variety of different planner related videos. I do plan with me's predominantly in happy planners. I did create this DIY Erin Condren happy planner hybrid, and this is what I use for my budgeting purposes as well as videos. And every once and again I also do DIY tutorials on things related to planners. So this is going to be my March setup for March 2019, and I'm not really sure in the order that I'm going to be loading videos, because I actually filmed two other videos in this planner relating to completely separate topics. So one was my debt snowball plan that I want to put into effect, and then the other one was my February recap. So I don't know if this one will go first or if those two will go first, but I did want to film this one because tomorrow is Monday the 4th, and I wanted to make sure I had all my envelopes in place so that I start off with a good number, because sometimes when I don't film until after I've already started a week, that's when my numbers get a bit janky. But anyway, if those are some kind of videos that you're interested in, please subscribe to my channel, and if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified when I do upload some new content. So I'll put these two things on the side for right now, and we'll work in my planner. And again, I do have a video on how I created this, where I took some Erin Condren pages. So that's the lined pages here, and I took a wall hanging calendar that I picked up from Walmart. I had some metal rings in my stash. This was a divider set that typically goes in a binder, and then I also supplement with a variety of different happy planner paper, just because the functionality for me in a disc bound system is just way easier than working out of the coil, because I love the paper quality of the Erin Condren. I just do not like the coil. So budget review, and again, I think that one might actually go up before this one. And for my March monthly overview, I don't plan the way that most budget people do, because I tend to prefer to pay all of my credit card debt and student loan payments on the first check that I get on the 5th, and then my housing, my iTunes, and then everything else on the second check of the month. So I know that a lot of budget videos, they actually put on the day of the week that things are due. I don't do that, because I predominantly pay most of them on the 5th, or some of them on the 8th, but I'll explain why, if not in this video, and definitely when I cover my snowball debt check-in video. I do break it down into the weeks of the month. March actually does have 5 weeks in the month, and that might be problematic for me, but we'll see. I think I might be okay, because the technical 4th week of March I will be on holiday, so I won't be working. I've taken a vacation day on the 27th, and I'll be at a conference where I don't think there's anything that I can buy, because breakfast and lunch is provided. So the only day that I might need to spend, or might spend money, is the 25th, and I can just make this a no-spend week, and that's really easy, because there's only one day that would be problematic for me. And then the week of the 31st would actually be the first week of the next envelope session. And I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully it makes sense as I go along. So that's just my monthly overview. And I have not done anything for the month of March yet. It is currently Sunday night, March 3rd, so I'm still okay. I did track my expenses for last week, the 24th through the 28th, so I will go ahead and just continue to track as the week goes on. And what I've been doing is I will just notate it either in my mini happy planner that I always have with me, or I'll just hold on to the receipts and just make notes on that, and then I'll transfer it in here. And if this is something that you'd like to see on a weekly basis, then just let me know. I'll just be doing this just so that my numbers will hopefully jive with my actual weekly check-in that I plan to do. So we'll put this to the side. And actually, I think I'll take these off the rings to work on these. And so for this page, it's going to be pretty bare for right now because I will set it up for March, but I don't think I'll actually put in any numbers until I get paid on the 5th, which is a couple of days from now. So if anything, I might just film this video this upcoming weekend. And since the majority of the extra cash, I guess you could say, I don't know the right budgeting terms, but I don't fund any of my sinking funds or my cash envelopes or make any of the extra debt payments with the check on the 5th because there's just very little left over. So for me, this works out okay because I'm just pretty much just paying bills. But I will set that up once the 5th rolls around, and then I can also project what I'll be doing for the paycheck on the 20th. And I know that people use kits for this, but I don't have any. I actually don't have any planner or many that I have access to right now. They're all tucked away, and it would be a beast for me to get to, but I want to find something that I can write February in. So we'll do a what's for dinner sticker because I do not meal plan. And we'll just cut that off. And I do that with quite a bit of the stickers that I have where I cut elements off of it just because a lot of them don't pertain to me, I'll never use. So either I'll get rid of them and destash them or send them to as Happy Mail, or I'll just make it work like this for me. So this is March 19. And like I said, I probably will fill this page in this upcoming weekend since I'm not really working with any of those numbers yet. But for this one, I would like to track my cash envelopes because I'll be setting that up today with money that I have saved over from the 20th. That's going to be problematic. So yeah, that's just one page. And this washi I did pick up from Walmart. It was in a section that they were selling Hawaiian rubber stamps, and I saw this and I thought it was pretty, and it actually did come in a set of 3, and the different sets were either 2 or 3 that came in it. I think it was like $5, which is kind of pricey considering I can get like 20 on Amazon for $5 or something like that. But I just like the fact that it was themed for Hawaii. So let's see if we can find another sticker. And what I should do is just get some just plain old labels. I thought I had some, but again, I've been filming videos all day and my room is a train wreck because I've just got things scattered all around me just to try to get through these videos. And even that's something I'm going to have to think about, because not only do I have all of these videos that I've filmed, but that also means I have a bunch of videos that I need to edit. And I really just want to find something I can write on. I think my Colorful Boxes sticker book is tucked away. Let's see if we can find something in here. And I love Happy Planner sticker books, I'm not gonna lie. I have so many of them. But when it comes down to functionality, at least the way that I plan, I find they're not very functional. So we're just going to make it work. And if I sound frustrated, it's because I am. One, because I'm tired. And two, just with the amount of things I have, you think this would be easier to do. And I could have had this already set up, but I did ask in my last one that I know that's published at this time, if you'd be interested in seeing a setup. And so I guess I could have just been better prepared for this and had everything marked out. But again, this is video number 842, it seems like, today. So I don't even know what's going on. You know what? We're just gonna deal. We're just gonna deal with it. And this is cash envelopes, March 2019. And I do have 4 categories. And so the way I was envisioning this, again, because this is a work in progress for me every month, and this is month number 3, is just a little different because as I go along, I see what I can improve upon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know if it's Denise, who I am going to try to emulate from Denise Dives In, or Cassandra from The Average Life, or Dee from Budgeting Dee, Tara Gay, Lushawn. I watch a lot of ladies, 1, 2, 3, 4, do their videos, and this could be an amalgamation of all of them. I don't take notes while I'm watching videos, and more often than not these days, I'm beginning to realize that I should, just because I don't know whose setup this is that I'm working off of. So I think there's actually one more. And what this video is, and I don't even know if I said it, it's going to be in the thumbnail, but this video, I'm just doing my cash envelopes for the week of the 4th through the 10th. Of course, I literally have 4 planners that I work out of, and I can't tell you the dates. Oh God, guys. I'm about to start screaming, seriously. Just take a breath. So, this is the cash envelopes for March 4th through the 10th. I'm gonna just take a minute right now. I have a tendency to work myself up into a state, and that's just what happened right now. And so I'm sorry, I apologize, but it's just, I'm really tired and I'm really frustrated, and I just have to work through it. I have to breathe through it. We're gonna plot on because I need to get these numbers down. And when I say need them, it throws me off for future weeks if I don't write them down now, because then I don't know where things are or where things need to go. So, so this I will do as where I'm starting and where I'll be ending for the actual month. That's how I'm envisioning this. And then every week, and I actually do need to do another one, will be how I'm budgeting for that week. So week 1 is truly the 4th through the 10th. And then week 2 is the 11th through the 17th. Week 3 is the 18th through the 24th. Week 4 is the 25th through the 31st. I guess if you counted the week of the 1st as the first week in your budget purposes, then yeah, but for me, my first week didn't start until this coming week. So then maybe I can just leave this. And the 4 categories that I have for my cash envelopes as of right now are personal, eating out personal, and that just means if it's for family or if it's not, either going to work or lunch, and then office or work, and then eating like in the cafeteria. And so for this top one, and again, guys, I have yet to do this for any of the previous months, and I don't have notes on what I've been watching people do, so I don't know yet. I don't know yet. So starting, I'm coming into March with personal of $6 and eating personal of 0. And then this was 10, and this is 3. And so I'm going to be adding, and I guess that actually could extend down, because if you watched last month's video, and I'll link it below, I already have the money for the next 3 weeks, because again, the way that I work my bills, the majority of it I have to utilize for this kind of stuff happens at the end of the month. So, and the way that I'm thinking this is going to work, if this is an overview of all of this, this is what I'm going to start out with. But how do I do these? Okay, so I know I'm putting in 240, and that's actually going to be broken down into these 3 weeks. And then I guess for this number, I would take what's in these columns, put that up here, and then that should give me the ending, if I'm thinking of the math correctly. And that's already a mistake, because 240 doesn't go into personal. It's actually just 240 that I've set aside. So I guess this number would be a carryover of all of these numbers. Guys, seriously, I'm gonna start crying again. So let me just write all these down. Something I've been wondering, because I don't know that I've ever heard anyone talk about this, is let's say I'm at Walmart tomorrow morning, and I will be at Walmart tomorrow morning if I can make sure I get on the right bus. And I go in and I know that I need to buy toiletries. And God, talking and doing, not my strong point. And again, guys, I am so sorry for the tears and the attitude. I'm just gonna keep pushing through. I'm just gonna keep pushing through. So I'm at Walmart in the morning, and I know that I need to pick up some deodorant and some hairspray because I'm running low. I know I need to pick up coffee creamer for the office because we're running low. And I predominantly pick up the coffee creamers. We do the flavor creamers that's in the refrigerated section. And then one person brings in the bottled water because the water in our area just is no bueno. It doesn't taste great. And then someone brings the coffee. So that's how we share the expense on that. And I also, I know I need to make a list, and I know there's something else I needed. Oh, and I need shampoo. So I've got these categories, and then I have a toiletries sinking fund. So what am I supposed to, or not supposed to, it's my money, I can do whatever I want. But I mean, how do you guys do that if you have sinking funds for this and you have your allowance for that and you've got your eating out money and you've got your work money? Do you just have separate transactions so that you can pay them separately? Or do you, I mean, how do you do it? I cannot wrap my head around that, because the only thing that I can think of is you either only go to the store for one purpose and one purpose only, or one category, or you do separate transactions. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to be that lady, because it's, to me, the equivalent of being behind someone who's writing a paper check. I mean, why? Why though? I mean, either do cash or do credit, but why do you even still have checks? So, and again, I don't know how people work around that, because I want to say that you guys carry around your cash envelopes, or you have your cash envelopes, but on a card where you're putting the money. How do you, I don't know. So I'm gonna pull this back out, and the reason I ask is because this week it was predominantly just eating out. And I can move all of this stuff to the side. Seriously, if I can get through this video, I think I might have a big bowl of ice cream and a good cry and get myself together for the week. So this week was predominantly eating out. So I did have some medical medication that I had to pick up, so that was part of it. And I just took that out of my personal category because I put this in a sinking fund that is on a debit card, and I didn't have the card at the time, so I couldn't have paid for that way anyway. And then the rest of this was either breakfast or lunch, and I typically don't eat out this much during the work week, but I got a ride in with my brother. And so we were able to go to places that I typically can't get to. And so I had the money. So that's where predominantly most of my cash went. And then also I did have some money that I got in fives, so that goes into my $5 challenge. And I'm not tracking that here. I'm just tracking what I have receipts for, although I guess I should. I don't know. I don't know that anyone that I'm watching is doing the $5 challenge as well, so I don't know how they do it, because a lot of this is just based on me just squishing together various things that I can remember and trying to make it work for me. So I do have the 4 different categories, and I did check before I filmed that eating out, I have $3, personal, I have $6 in ones, eating out, personal, I have 0, and then office, I have 10. And this might make more sense if I actually had them in the order that they're listed, but that will probably be something I do for next month. And as I mentioned in the last video, I did already take out the $240 for these weeks right here. No, these weeks right here. So for week 1, I have $80. And then I have $80 for week 2, and I have $80 for week 3. So this will go back into a safe place and won't come out until next week. So let me get some semblance of order here. So I'll put this in because we're pretty much done for this for now, because again, I'm not doing anything on this page yet. And we're going to take this one out. And this is how I used the $80 in last week's cash envelopes, and that'll just give me an idea of what to put in for this week. So again, we're starting here with 6, 0, 10, and 3. And then if we use last month's numbers for eating out work, we're adding $10. So yeah, that'll make it 13. And then for personal, we have $6. And we are going to add in 20. And then for eating out personal, we have nothing. And we're going to add in 40. And then for office, we had 10, and we're going to add 10. And then I believe what should be happening is at the end when I do my check-in, I will subtract what I spent in these categories, which will be my ending balance here that I carry forward here, because as of right now, I just plan on rolling over whatever I have left over into the following week. And hopefully, again, I don't foresee that I'm going to need a lot during this week because of what's going on for me at work. But I'm hoping that I'll have some leftover monies here. Now, what I do with the leftover monies from March, I don't know if I'm going to roll over into April or if I'm going to put that into savings, because I think a lot of people roll that into savings. But other than my sinking funds, this is pretty much all of the money that I have. And I'm thinking for next week, because of what I want to do with my debt snowball, this $80 a week might go to $50 a week. So I don't know if I want to have that cash envelope cushion, because I mean, basically, once I spend the money I have either in this fund here or the sinking fund or my savings, and I guess that actually could be said about anyone, I don't have any other options. I'm either going to have to put on a credit card or I just can't get something. So I don't have an emergency fund of $1,000. That is something I'm working on. My sinking funds are in its infancy, so that's something I'm working on. So, you know, if something happens, I don't know how I would deal with it other than putting it on credit cards. And I guess that's what most people have to do. I don't know. I don't even know how useful this video is. I'm gonna still load it, if anything, just so that people can give me advice on what I'm doing, or, you know, yell at me because I'm not doing it right. I don't know. This is frustrating for me because when I'm doing my Plan With Me videos, I'm in control of what I'm putting on the paper, whether I'm doing my own doodles or whether I'm laying the stickers down, and that can be frustrating, but it isn't as frustrating as this because I feel like this is controlling me. I don't know how to explain it, but I can see that there's an end date, because if you've seen my debt snowball plan, there is an end date that I can see, sort of. But then the living part, day to day, is what, I don't know, it just, can I live off of that? Do people live off of less? Am I too general with my categories? Am I too broad? Do I need to stop eating out as much? I don't know. And I find the unknown frustrating. And I guess it's just growing pains, because next month I'll know a little bit more than I did last month. I certainly know a little bit more than I did last month. So yeah, these are the numbers for my cash envelopes. And when you see this next week, I might fix this because I don't like the way that looks. I actually don't mind the focus on, but I don't like that it's crooked. But I might do that off camera. I don't know what this dead space down here will be, if this just will be a recap, or if I'm just going to put a whole bunch of stickers on here just to make me happy and stop crying. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And I hate being that girl, but tonight I'm that girl. And so that's it for me. And as always, guys, aloha.